Hi, welcome and thank you for listening to the Fearless Adventure Podcast. My name is Veerle and I'm taking you with me on a journey. In this podcast, I will give you a glimpse into my location-independent free life. I will tell you about the challenges of online entrepreneurship as a nomad, about finding the right mindset to grow, and how you can experience real freedom in your own non-nomadic life. My name is Veerle and welcome to Fearless Adventure. Hi there, I'm so happy that you're here. If you listened to the last episode, 58, you know that I have been between places and I have some stories to tell you about that. But I really want to tell those stories with manifestation in mind because manifestation is a topic that I talk about a lot. I've built the Fiercely in Alignment course around it, and the Fun for Business Challenge is sort of a manifestation portal as well. So I know a lot about manifestation, but I haven't really recorded anything about it. So I thought it would be fun to record an episode about how specific should you be when you are manifesting. And first of all, I have to tell you that it really depends on if you are a specific manifestor or a non-specific manifestor. You can know that based on your human design chart. If you want to get to know that, you can go to myhumandesign.com and you can fill in your birth data there, and then you will see arrows. And I will let you know in the show notes which arrows you should pay attention to, and it will help you to see if you're a passive, no, if you're a specific or a non-specific manifestor. So this episode is going to be for the people that are a specific manifestor. All right, so l- let's begin. When you want to manifest, you need to be really specific. So, for example, I needed to leave my house a couple of weeks ago, and I decided, all right, I'm gonna manifest the shit out of this. I want a sea view apartment. I want to have a big, proper new kitchen with an oven. I want 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and I want to have I want to have a big couch. I want to have a roof terrace. I want to be able to lay in the sun there a little bit. And I was really putting out all these little things. I was really thinking, all right, it should look a little bit like that. I want to have a bamboo vibe. I want to have lots of blue furniture. Like the couch can have a blue carpet on it. Or I was really thinking about everything, being really specific. All right, so it didn't really happen on the date that I moved out because I didn't set a date. So I realized that when I moved out, so on the 1st of October, I moved out. So on the 2nd of October, I was like, crap. All right. So then I thought, all right, I will get the key of my dream apartment on the 4th of October. And I knew that was in 2 days, but what? I knew it could happen. And that Sunday, on the 3rd of October, I was like, all right, something has to happen right now because how am I going to get the key tomorrow? And then I got a text from a friend, all right, we have a viewing. And I was already wearing the outfit that I planned to wear if we would get a viewing. I was meeting up with a friend that spoke Spanish because I don't speak Spanish. My friend doesn't speak Spanish. So I was really happy to meet up with someone that spoke Spanish so she could come to the viewing. So everything seemed to be falling into place. So we went to the viewing, but the apartment sucked. It didn't really suck. I could live there, but it wasn't as light as we would like. The bedrooms were not equal. It had 3 bedrooms, but I don't know, it was way smaller. It wasn't that good. So we were like, I was like, I want it because I was thinking it with a scarcity mindset. I needed a place to live. I wanted to leave the hostel. I just had a terrible night with a guy that, well, I have to clarify, I didn't have a night with a guy, but I was sleeping in the same room as a guy that left his laptop open, and every hour it would receive emails. So you will hear the notification. And that guy came back around 5 a.m., totally drunk, smelled like beer, and I don't know. I woke up not feeling it. So I really wanted that place. So I said, yeah, I'm in, let's do it. My roommate, or former roommate, she said, no, we shouldn't do it. This is not what we want. This is not what we're looking for. And she was totally right. But then I thought, yeah, but how am I going to get the key tomorrow? And then I realized the how is not your job. So I needed to let go of that. And I was a bit bummed afterwards, but hey, that happens. So yeah, the 4th of October came. And you have to remember that the 4th of October is the same day as the whole WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram not available evening. That it was just all all the apps broke. We couldn't be in contact. And I thought, I texted one of my friends, hey, can I leave some stuff at your apartment because I'm not feeling well with in the hostel. I want to leave some stuff. And then I texted her, but WhatsApp wasn't working, so she didn't see that. And half an hour later, she was calling me to ask about my living arrangements. And she said, hey, um, you can live with me. Just come by, get the key. You can live with me. So I went there on the 4th of October to pick up the keys. And I moved in the next day. So I was really specific about when I wanted to have the keys and what I wanted. It was a sea view apartment, it was next to the beach, and it was exactly what I needed at that time. But one thing I forgot to clarify was how long I wanted to live there. Because I could only be there for 2 weeks, because after that, her partner came back and I couldn't be there. So I had to be more specific, even about those little details. And of course, some of the details may change because her apartment didn't have two bathrooms. It was a bit small, maybe, but it was everything that we needed. So it was nice, but it wasn't really what I was looking for. So after that, when I knew I had to move out, I was like, all right, I still want a big apartment with lots of lighting. I want to be able to see the sea. I want to be able to walk to the beach and go for a swim every day. I don't mind if it's for me or if I have to share it. One bedroom is fine as well. So on the 16th of October, I found a listing. No, on the 15th, I found a listing and I replied immediately. Hey, oh, this sounds amazing. I would see myself living there for 3 weeks. That's amazing. Here's my number. It might be easier to communicate through WhatsApp. And I didn't hear anything from her until the 16th. And she told me when I came to visit, she told me that she put it out there because she knew how hard it was for everyone to find a place to live right now. But she didn't really have the time to do all the communication, because when you put up a message like that in the digital nomad forum, you get hundreds of messages because people want to live somewhere. So she was a bit overwhelmed by all the messages. But the good thing that I did is I put my number in my message so we could be in contact. So she texted me on Saturday, the 16th, around 4 o'clock. And she texted me, hey, yeah, the apartment's still available. Would you be able to come by on Monday or something like that? Or where are you right now? And I texted, I live 5 minutes away from you, so I can be there in 10. And she said, all right, let's come over, let's meet each other, and we'll see if it works out. So it all worked out because I shared my number and I was specific enough to know, all right, I want a place that has all these things, and I found it. But again, I wasn't specific enough. So now, right now, I am sitting in that penthouse apartment and I have to move out. But I really need to focus on what it is that I want. So I'm gonna tell you guys what I want. I wasn't planning on that, but we're just gonna do it. All right, that's fun. I want a sea view apartment with a big terrace where I can have my hanging chair. Uh, it would be, no, it's amazing if there would be like fake grass, because then you have that outside feeling. All right, so I want that big terrace where I can lay in the sun and I could just chill in my chair and see the sunrise. So yeah, it is my sunrise terrace. Then we have a big living room with just a big comfy couch and just enough space to sit with a couple of friends and just chill. And it's light, it has light colors. It's like a bit gray, light blue, bamboo. And when you walk into the kitchen, it has like a big table where you can sit with 6 people, and you could just, it's a big new kitchen with an oven. Oh, I love that. Yeah. And it's bamboo and it's white, it's nice, it's fancy. It just, it's nice. And it has a big fridge with a freezer where we could just have lots of fruit. And then we have 2 big bedrooms with double beds, so one for me and one for my roommate. And we have a little third bedroom that has one small bed where friends can stay over. And we have 2 bathrooms, so one for each. And there's a small place where we have the what's it called, washing machine. And the kitchen, of course, has like a dishwasher. We need that. And on the terrace, there are lines where we can easily hang up our clothes to dry them in the sun. And it is in Las Canteras, Santa Catalina. It is pretty close. You can, within 2 minutes, you're on the beach. It is pretty close to the Ipadino, and it's close to the bus station. So everything that you need is close by. And yeah, I see myself living there as long as that hanging chair can be there. And the hanging chair doesn't even have to be there already. I can easily bring that. But yeah, there's a beautiful space where I can meditate, where I can sit down, where I can lay out my yoga mat. And yeah, that's what I want in an apartment. And that's what I'm going to find. And I'm going to find it soon, because I am gonna live there definitely until May. But we will sub we will rent it for a year, but we're gonna sublet it in the summer, at least when I'm gone, because I will be gone for a month or 4, and then I will come back. So yeah, we will have it for at least a year, and it will be our beautiful, sunny but cool, because it has curtains and it has everything that you need to cool it down. You can open up the doors or the windows. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. I know I'm gonna find it. And the reason why I am doing this live is because I think you can hear in my voice that I am getting in the right energy. I am getting in that high vibration. I can feel it. I can smell it. Oh, we have a diffuser. I have to say that we will get a diffuser, and I will just, oh yes. Yes. It's so important to have that energy. If you don't have that energy, how can you manifest it? I keep talking about this in the programs that I run. Manifesting is like a scale, and you can easily grab the Abraham Hicks scale for this. You have to make sure that you are in a positive side. So when you're on a scale, you need to have a 51 percentage in order to be on the positive side. And when you're on the positive side, you're of course winning. So you're manifesting better things. And when you're in a negative side, and negative is 51, then you're only focusing on the negative. So you will only get more negative things in your life. That's how the law of attraction works. And people often ask me, yeah, but law of attraction, do you believe that when people get horrible stuff in their lives, that they manifest that themselves? And of course, I don't believe that they are manifesting like cancer or a robbery or whatever. But I do believe that by focusing on all that negative energy, there will be negative things happening. And you're not attracting those specific negative things, but I think it is part of the law of attraction. So, yeah, technically, you are manifesting that, but you weren't specific about what you wanted. So what it is that you need to do is you need to have that scale a little bit more positive. You need to be at a 51% in order to be more positive. And then from there, it is easier to focus on more beautiful stuff and attract more beautiful things. So there are a couple of hacks that you could do to become more positive. And that can be starting your day with meditation. It can be starting your days with affirmations. It can making gratitude lists. That really changed a lot for me when I started doing that. I became such a positive person just because of that. The other day, someone said, "Oh, you're the most positive person I've ever known." And I'm like, "Thank you. That's so nice of you to say." Of course, my initial reaction internally is like, "No, I'm not." And then I'm like, "Yes, I am. Thank you." And that's are you able to receive that? And I think the more positive you are, the more able to you will be to receive that. So yeah, it's getting easier to get positive when you apply those little hacks. So yeah, that's what you can do to manifest. Oh, and I love manifestation and I love playing around with it. And yeah, there are so much things that you could do in order to manifest a little bit more, but being specific is really important when you are a specific manifester. And you can find it out with your human design, and I will explain that in the show notes. You can find the show notes at fearlessbusiness.nl/59. And there I would link to whatever it is that you have to do in order to get your human design and which arrow you have to look at. So yeah, that was about it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you thought of this, and I will see you soon. Thank you for getting along on my journey and listening to another episode of Fearless Adventure. Would you like more information on the topic of this episode? Then take a look at the show notes on fearlessadventure.nl. Give your opinion or want to screenshot this episode on Instagram, you can find me and tag me on Instagram at Fearless. That is Veerlez. Fearless. Can't wait to hear from you and see you next time.